Hi, it's Tara here again. And this time we're going to look through a digital escape room that is linear. And I'm going to try to make one live with you. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, so I've already done the research. Let me X myself out so you can see my screen. Okay, so I've already done my research. I know my topic. My topic's going to be accuracy and precision, which is something I do towards the beginning of the year. And again, this could be done if we're in the classroom with their Chromebooks, or if we're not, if they're at home. I think it can be done either way. Okay, so I have my plan here. I've gathered some resources that I want to use. I have sort of a plan of action, and I'm going to get started. So, go to my drive. And again, you don't have to keep your plan in a Google Doc. I won't lose it, and it doesn't take up any paper. So, hey. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to go to New. And again, I'm in my Google Drive. Make sure you're in your school to Google Drive usually. Okay, and I'm going to do a Google form. Okay, and it's going to be a digital escape room about accuracy, precision, and sig figs. Okay, there we go. So I have my name, and my first question is always going to be their full name. And if you want it a certain way, last name, first name, that's up to you. Okay, so I'm going to have a little theme, have a little background here. Let's see, choose image. And I'll scroll through. I could make a chemistry since it's a chemistry class. I'm going to see if there's anything else here that I might want to use. I'll use this one today. Okay. And I'm fine with that background, so that's good. Okay, the other thing is I'm going to have some of these count for points. So if you're going to have any of the questions count for points, then you want to go to settings, that little gear, and quizzes. Again, whether you count it as a quiz or not, that's not the point. This is how you get it to count points and grade it for you. Okay, so I'm turning that on. I'm scrolling down. Do I want them to let them know the correct answers? Yeah, I think in this case I would. So I'm gonna have that all checked off. I'm fine with that. Presentation. I like them knowing where they are personally. I know I like to know where I am in the progress. Again, I don't. I'm okay with them not using their school email, though I prefer it. But I do want only one response. Okay, and okay, so I have all that done, and now I'm going to start building. So let's go to my plan. And in section 1, I'm going to have their name and this little mini lesson video. So before they start unlocking any locks, I want to give them a little lesson first. Okay, let me copy that URL. Okay, so I have this. I'm going to add a YouTube video. And I already know what it is, but you can just search for it on the fly if you like. Again, try to keep it short. This one's a little longer for me. It's almost 5 minutes, but it's really, really good. It's a TED Talk. It's animated. Love that. So I'm willing to keep the 5 minutes for this one. Okay, accuracy versus precision. Okay, so this is going to teach them all about that concept. And again, this could be an intro lesson. For me, this would probably be like maybe their second exposure to this idea. Okay. And then I want to ask some questions, some follow-up questions. So I could have watch the video, pause and take notes if you like. Okay. Now I'm going to put some questions in there. What kind of questions? Okay, so I'm going to have one in the video. There's one about William Tell and accuracy. Okay, so let's turn this into a question. according to the video, which I've learned had, otherwise I can just put random answers and say they're right. So according to the video, William Tell stolen crossbow led to ... And I'm going to make this one multiple choice and accurate. Not accurate, not precise. Okay. Boom. Okay, and I could have done any kind of questions I want. I could have more choices, but for time's sake. Okay, and it turned out from the video it was not accurate. And I'm going to make that worth a point. So I'm going to count this one. I'm going to require it. You can shuffle the choices, especially if there's more than two. Okay, and since I don't want to do another one like this, I'm just going to duplicate this. That way I'll already have the point values there. It's already required. My answer choices are the same. Okay, and I'm just going to change the question to the borrowed crossbow. I'm sorry, the tremor. That's right. This one's about the tremor. In his hand led to, and that led to a different result. That led to it being not precise. Done. And let's double check everything copied over. So that's nice if you're going to do something with where the responses are the same pretty much. You just copy and paste or duplicate that question. That's always a nice option. Saves you some time. And go back. And I could ask also a short answer because there was a piece in the talk about NASA. So I added a question. Let's see. Question about NASA. And this one's going to be just a short response. And I'm not going to make this any points. I am going to make it required. I do want them to write something. But this is more open-ended. So I'm not going to have that count for points. Okay, that's going to be my first section. This is going to give them their background before they start. So now I'm going to add a new section. Okay. Oh, I'm going to add one more question. Let me go back. Okay, so go back to here. I'm going to add one more question in this first section I want to show you guys. So this one is matching. So you can use a multiple choice grid as a way to do matching. I'm going to have my terms. Let's see how I do that. I think I'm going to have my terms here. Let's see. Accuracy close to the correct value. Precision. How close the data is to the, how close to the, okay, correct value. And this is similar, close it is to the other data points. Okay, and there's a third one, sig figs, but I can, you can keep listing them. You want to do that. I want to shuffle for sure this time. Otherwise, they're going to see all the answers. And this one, you can make it each one a point. I think I'm going to do that. Done. Okay, and now you're not going to see them shuffled up here, but you will when you're in student mode. Match the term and definition. And again, I would have more than two here. Okay. So I've made a matching question. Definitions. Sorry about my spelling here. Oh, undo. There we go. Okay, so that's my background. Now let's get to the next piece. Okay, so I'm going to have a section where they're going to have to unlock a code. So let's introduce that. Lock number one. Lock this first lock to go forward and claim the treasure, or whatever backstory you would like. Okay, and you can put a picture in. You might want a picture of a lock. A lock. And what am I doing? I'm doing a number lock or a code? I'm doing a word code. I'm just going to have. Could be anything, I guess. Okay, I'm just going to choose that for now. And insert. Okay. And that's a little large. And you could add a little good luck on your. Okay, so now I'm going to start my question, which will help give them the code to unlock the lock. Okay, so looking at the data sets, which team is, let's say, let me go back to my planning guide, is accurate, not precise. Okay, there we go. Accurate, not precise, and then I would attach a picture of data. Let's see if we can find some data, but I probably would attach my own picture. Accuracy, precision, data sets. Let's see if it comes up with anything. I don't know. Okay, nothing's looking really good here, but I would come up with some data that I could put in here and give them team names. Like Team Tiger would have a set of data, so I'd have a picture of that in there. I'll create that later. Okay, so let's do their team names are Tiger, Lion. I don't know. Oh, let's keep going. Tiger, Leopard. Okay, whatever. And it could be teams name A, B, C, D, doesn't matter. They're team names. And I'd have the 4 sets of data, and one of them would be accurate but not precise. And I would input that picture here. Okay, so let's just make, right, lion. Oh, answer key will be lion, and this will be worth a point. Done, required, and I'm going to shuffle. Okay, so now we get to the lock. Unlock the lock with the code word. See the team name that was accurate but not precise. Okay, so this one's pretty easy puzzle and requires them to use their knowledge. So it's going to be short answer. It's going to be lion. And you might want to tell them lowercase. All lowercase letters. All lowercase. All lowercase letters. Okay. We're going to acquire this. Response validation. So it's going to be text. Going to contain lion. And if they get it wrong, try again. Lower, all lower case letters. One word. That helps them. And then hopefully they'll get that. Okay. And this is the lock, so I'm not going to count this for any points. That's going to leave that 0 points. Okay. And that's that unlocking that lock. I'm going to create a new section. I'm going to congratulate them. You did it. Next is lock number 2. And you can keep lock number 2 in the same section, create a new section. I've seen it done either way. I'll put a little picture of an unlocked lock here. unlocked. Okay, let's go for the first one. And again, you can really get fancy with this. Okay, keep going. And again, that picture's awful big, so I'm going to click on it, and then I can size it, get a lot smaller. Okay, and now I'm going to give them their next question. Let's see, I'm not sure if this will allow, I might even want that first. I'm not sure if it's going to allow me to do that. Okay, you could even put this unlock lock there at the very end of that next section. Might want to do that. Let's see if that'll work. See if it'll let me to drag that to the next. It might not. Okay. Great. So you can put that there at the beginning of the next one. I think it can kind of go either way. Next section, I'm going to do a number lock. So I'm probably going to have those 4 sets of data, sig figs. Let's see here. Okay, so I'm going to give them a series of clues. Many sig figs, and I would write this out, are in data set tiger. Okay, so I'd have that data set, another picture of that there. I'd put that picture back in. Okay, and this is going to be short answer, but it's going to be a number. And let's say there's going to be a response validation. No, wait, I do want response validation. Okay, the number is going to be equal to exactly, let's say there's going to be 3 sig figs in there. Again, remember sig fig rules. And you could put a reminder in there like beginning zeros don't count, or things like that. So you can give them a little more of a hint. So it's going to be 3, and I'd had that picture of the data set there. And I can do multiple questions like this. Okay, so the first number in the lock is going to be 3. I could do another question where it's 2, etc. I'm just going to, for time's sake, let's just make it, okay. So unlock the lock with the 3-digit number code. How many sig figs? And I would have those questions so we're in tiger data, lion data, and then leopard data. And that would be my code. So let's say it's 3, 2, 1. Right. So the number is equal to 3, 2, 1. And if they get it wrong, try again. No spaces. Okay. 3-digit number. Like 0, 0, 0, which is not possible. But it gives them an example if they get it wrong. And again, I'm not going to count this one for points. This one I wouldn't, so go back and change that, because that's something I want to, it's their sort of assessment. Okay, so again, I'm not, and it's up to you if you can count the locks as points if you want. So you can kind of get the idea of how to create these sections and locks, and I can put a picture in, what have you. The next one, so I've done a word code, a number lock. I could do a secret note. I could do a Morse code, something more puzzly. So I can have these 2 quotes here. I'm gonna have some quotes. Let's try, I'll just do this one for now. Okay. And I can, again, let me go back. That was lock number. Oh, wait. No, I'm gonna get to lock number 3. So let's see if this will move that back up there. Okay, let's go to words with above. Okay, so there we go. I have that. And now I want the next section to be after this question. So I've clicked on this, now it'll put it after. That's what I want. Okay, so lock 3. And again, you can make this as fancy as you want or not. I'm going to add the question. And it's going to be a fill in the blank. Okay, so I give them a quote that's kind of related to the topic. And I could do it a couple ways. I could put the numbers in there, and then I have to translate it to words or letters, or vice versa. So accurately, let's go to my go-to plays, Box and Treat. And I think I'm going to do numbers to letters this time. Or maybe Morse code. No, I think numbers to letters. Okay, where's that? Alphabet. Letters to numbers. Yeah, let's try that. Okay, so I'm going to type in the letters. The word that's missing is accurately. And it converted it to numbers for me. So I can copy that. Great. That's nice and easy. That's why I like it. And I put the numbers in there. Okay. Okay, and I'm not gonna make this multiple choice. You could, definitely. You can make it a drop-down box. I'm just gonna stick with short answer. I want to challenge them a little bit. Okay. Lewis Carroll wrote Alice in Wonderland, which is very much known for puzzles. You can give them a hint or not. The numbers into letters to get the missing word. Okay. And I'm requiring this response validation because it's going to be text contains accurately. Try again. Might want to let them know all lowercase. All right. Lowercase letters with no spaces. And if you wanted to give them a more of a hint than that, absolutely. Okay. And you could even put commas in between there if you thought that would help them at all. Great. I notice I'm not giving them the link to the actual site. That's up to you, but I tend not to because then they'll probably just go there every time. Okay, so that's their question and lock all in one, and you get the idea. So I go back to my planning guide. I could do another quote like that. I can do, my next one could be a percent error in there. I could put that question in, do that real fast, really start it. Okay, again, I want to put a new section in. This will be lock 4. And I would definitely fancy this up a little bit before giving to the kids. Question, go back. This was a Regents question, which is nice. Okay, I'm going to copy that as my question to open the lock. It's going to be a number lock. Okay. And again, source. Okay, let's put the source at the end. Okay, I am going to put the picture in. I already took a screenshot of that data, so that one I have already. And let's see how that comes out. Oh, that's pretty good. I think I'm even going to leave it that size. Great. I'm not making it multiple choice, though you certainly could. I'm going to make it short answer. And it's going to be required and response validation. Okay, so it's going to be a number exactly equal to 5.0. Again, and this is a sig figs, and you can give them this hint in the actual question. 2 sig figs in the answer. Do not use the percent symbol. Okay. And, you can change the way you like. So I have this 5.0 as the answer. That will be accepted. I'm not going to, maybe I will count this one since they are doing some math here. I might count that one as a point. So I'm not giving them any other follow-up questions. So, okay. So I feel like I have a nice range of questions. They're going to do a little bit of math. They're going to do a little code breaking. They're doing their sig figs. They're applying their knowledge. They have to do some analysis of data. Great. I like the overall feel of it. And then I'm just going to end it. You did it. Okay. So I'm going to end it. Congratulations. You hit the bullseye. Because that was in the video at the very beginning. So I like kind of circling back. I could have a little video of something cute. I'm going to put a little image of a bullseye in there. Let's see if I get it. There we go. And well, why not? Let's take the first one this time. Nice. And make this smaller, what have you. And I could have made it a celebratory little video as well. Okay, so that's it overall. Again, I probably would add more pictures of locks and unlocks and give it that feel. Okay, so I'm not done, but I'm like 90% done. I'd have to go through, add a few more questions, and pretty it up. Okay, so let's see what it looks like from the student's point of view. So I hit preview, by the way, that's what I hit up there. Go back and show you where I preview is that little I button. That's what got me to this. So now from the student's viewpoint, I'm gonna go ahead, my name in and watch the video. I'm just going to go through. Right. Okay, you can see the matching now. How close is the value to the correct value? That's accuracy. How close is it to the other data points? Boom. Okay. And you could have more words than that for sure. Okay. So, it's going to be, I believe it was, what did I make it? I think I made it lion. And lion, all lowercase. See, I'm not sure if I want it here because they don't know that they've unlocked it yet. So I probably will move this to the next section. Okay, and you can see how you can keep going. Notice it gives them little puzzles one at a time, and you would keep going through. Okay, I hope that helps. In fact, while I'm thinking, I'm going to go back and fix, again, I want that lock, right? They don't know that they've unlocked it yet, so I think I'm going to move that down to the next section. Let's see if it'll let me. Okay. Yay, okay, so I'm moving it there. Okay, so good luck. Play around with it. Again, you can make it as interesting or as simple as you like. Different pictures, locks, treasure chests, doors that open, whole bunch of things. Let your imagination run wild. Okay, good luck, and if you have any questions, just email me.